Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming, and we're on level 20 Main Street Showdown free play! I can't believe we are finally here to the final level with all the Minikits and Amber Brick. And as you can see on the left-hand side, it does require that you have completed the story and you have a Velociraptor in order to get through this level. We're going to hit that True Survivor. Actually, spoiler alert, we already did in the story mode on the end credits there. But when you're ready to go ahead and roll out, let's go ahead and select the fourth and final movie and select Main Street Showdown free play. And let's go ahead and hop right in and see what we can find. All right. Right off the bat, we're going to head over to the left-hand side with Claire and use the Jurassic World panel here, which will give us access to Minikit bricks. We're going to go ahead and hop inside this little cubicle area here and build up the first of 10 Minikits. So make sure you get it. I jumped right on over it with my super hops. It just must have something to do with that agility ability. Now, right on the left-hand side of where you started, or on the top of the screen from where you started, there's actually an InGen panel. So we're going to pull out either Muldoon or Old Hammond will do the job for you. Go ahead and open that panel up, which actually gives us access into 3 new rooms. The first one's going to be Extraction, and we're going to switch to a character that has the cloaking ability, so we can slide by this security camera and make our way back into this other panel in here. As you can see, it's a Jurassic World panel, so we're going to need to switch to somebody that has Jurassic World access, and we know that Claire does, so we can go ahead and select her and follow the pattern indicated, which will then open up a whole case full of Amber bricks, but it turns out there's only one that's good to us. But go ahead and grab that, and that'll go ahead and wrap up all Amber bricks if you've been following along. So congratulations! And if you're here for the rest of the Minikits, let's keep on keeping on. In room number 2 on the left-hand side, there is a smart board in the back that Ian can use. This is one of those larger ones, so there's a little bit more of an option, I guess, or a puzzle solution. But once you get it right, it will actually go crazy, light up the room, and spit out a Minikit for you. So we are making good ground, even though this video is a little bit long. There's a couple right in the beginning, and we're going to go ahead and get the next one right. All right, so here you got to figure out the pattern. I wasn't sure what I was doing at first, but then I realized, hey, we actually have to add the... Well, you got to figure out the pattern and add the right one. So for me, I don't know if these are all going to be the same for everybody. I assume they are. But if they're not, just follow the pattern on the screen and you should have no problem getting it. Once you get all 3 of those, it tells you you've created a new dino, but it gives you a Minikit. So I don't know if it confused the system and we hacked it, or I don't know what's going on. But either way, we got a Minikit. We can move on into the 4th room. Okay, so my bad. There's 4 rooms over here. I thought there was only 3. But over on the far left room, we'll go ahead and smash down the old egg containers, and that includes the incubator on the wall and in the back of the room. As you can see, I was lacking a couple pieces there, so I had to smash the one on the wall. Go ahead and smash it down, build it up, and once you have both of those egg incubators, it actually sends some power to the 3rd one, and it pukes out a Minikit. So, all right, we got 4 Minikits already, and we're making our way through this final showdown level, and now we can make our way back to the beginning and slide out the entrance here, which is kind of confusing almost at first, but we find our way out, and we're going to make our way over to the right-hand side where this glowing, glistening air is. And we might notice that there's actually little sand diggy bits right below it. So we're going to switch on over to Alan and get our dig on. And look at that, some more Minikit bricks. So we'll go ahead and build those up and collect number 5. So we are already over the halfway point for the collectibles. And that being said, we have quite a long period in between collectibles. So if you're unfamiliar with our quick links down below, we do have collectible quick links that you can click and it'll take you right to the Minikit or whatever. So if you're scamming through just looking for the collectibles, I highly suggest you do that. It'll save you a ton of time and get you right to the points of need. So if you're hanging out for the rest of the story, all right, go ahead and use Claire and her beep boop 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 scanning system, and then grab your favorite wall climber and scale out onto that pipe that actually breaks and cleans up the mess down below. Once that mess gets dropped, we actually have to switch on over to somebody with the bone building ability, and that would be Alan in our case. We go ahead and build up the old ladder there and make our way up top. Now, we wouldn't be playing the level properly if we didn't go hear at least one shenanigan-like comment from Jimmy Fallon over there, so we had to go press the button once. But once you're all done with that, go ahead and head to the left side of this upper area and go ahead and use Claire and her Jurassic World access to open up a panel that gives us access to a rope that Alan or Owen can cut. So once you chop that big old DNA strand down, it smashes and bangs and gives us a whole bunch of parts that we can build up. So we'll go ahead and do that now, and it looks like it's going to be one of those big push, I don't know what we call these, the push things. Anyways, go ahead and wind it up, and pow, right in the kissa. We go ahead and smash that down. It's hammer time. And that actually gives us access into this back room, which we could switch to a little guy. In our case, we chose, it looks like Eric Kirby, huh? And we'll slide through, and we see that the checkerboard here is lacking some checkerboard. So because it's Happy Thumbs colors, we immediately figure out that we need to go ahead and smash and grab that middle checkerboard area, which now we can actually push this little sliding, I don't know what it is. It's like some sort of a something. It looks like it's a something. I don't even know what it is. Moving along now, huh? All right, switch on over to a character with the camouflage ability, and we're going to need to sneak by the raptor. Once you get by the raptor, you will need to switch to a character with the ability to go into dark places. So we go ahead and switch on over to Timmy. And Timmy throws on his night vision goggles and immediately gets jumped by a raptor. So we go ahead and hit the icons indicated. Spam, 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 spam. And once we kick that guy off, we'll go ahead and make our way to the back of the room, which we find a nice little fuse panel. And nope, failed. I did not get the perfect whammy. But we got the triple whammy up, powered up, and all of a sudden this hologram comes on, and it's Jimmy Fallon, who actually gets the attention of this raptor and allows us access by. So, woohoo! Now, hey, we're getting closer to the next collectible. It is coming up pretty soon, but you are still recommended to use those quick links if you are in any bit of a hurry whatsoever. All right, make your way down the old windy staircase, and we find ourselves yet another raptor we need to sneak by. So we have to switch to another character with the cloaking ability, and we'll go ahead and switch on over to Eric one more time and slide right on by. You might be able to hug this left wall. It might be out of his sight a little bit, I don't know, but regardless, if you need a camouflage guy, you should have a couple of them by now. Once you get past him, there are a few boxes you can smash up and a few bricks that'll bounce around on the ground that you can build up. This one, if you remember, it makes Pizza Steve. I don't know if anybody out there watches Uncle Grandpa, but he's a pretty interesting dude, voiced by Jack Black. So, all right, so we launched Pizza Steve. We now see that this terminal over here is in need of dire repair. So we pull out Zach and we go ahead and hit that button and pull out that giant wrench. And we move on into the next area. So this is kind of the final zone. We do have a couple of areas in this zone, but we're going to start off by heading over to the left-hand side. And we're going to need, that's right, a hard-headed soul. So we're going to go ahead and switch on over to the Packy and get our Smashy on and get that Minikit. Now, of course, baby Triceratops and a couple of other dinos would probably do the trick for you. I even had a hint that a raptor with a T-Rex head on it will be a good addition to your lineup because he has multiple assets. So, speaking of raptor, we go ahead and smash the old bench on the right. We build up the raptor pull switch, and we pull it back, which gives us access into this room. We'll go ahead and slide in there and push the button on the left-hand side, which actually turns the light on and gives the rest of our characters access. But that doesn't matter. We slide on in because we had Timmy. And we get all the way upstairs, and we find this glass wall. So we pull out Lex, we get our Scream on, and as it turns out, there's a Minikit behind that. So, woohoo! We are getting close, ladies and gents, and I hope you're as excited as I am because this has been quite a long journey, and it's been a rather quick one if you've been following along video for video. We're pretty proud of how fast we got these out. On another note, though, there's plenty of guys out there that have gotten other videos out, too, so we're certainly not the fastest, but we're proud of how fast we got them out. And, all right, hop out there with your photographer of choice and take some pics, which will really irritate the IREX, and he'll give a roar on the right-hand side and drop a bunch of bricks that we can then build up into one half of our final gun that we use on the IREX, at least in this zone here. So, if you notice, too, it's a Triceratops toy, like a little teddy Triceratops toy launcher. It's kind of funny. It's got squeaky toys in it. Anyhow, go ahead and select a raptor and follow the scent trail that's provided right after that little baby Triceratops pops out of the first half of that gun there, and make your way over, build up the parts, and then at this point you're going to need to buddy boost somebody up to the old photographic spot. So we're going to switch on over to Billy. Oh, Billy, such a great picture. So he takes another picture, makes that IREX furious one more time, and we build those bits that he halitosis breath that block down with, and now we've got a big cannon here. hop onto the cannon, and instead of attacking the IRX right off the bat, you're going to want to take out the 3 birds on the posts in the back. So the first one's on the far right. You can see him right there. I missed the first shot, but pow, right in the kissa. 1 of 3. Now this second one's actually a ways back there, and the video is a little sped up, so it did seem a little shorter than it originally did, but then the far left has the 3rd and final one. So get all 3 of those for a mini kit, and then get back to the fight here, where you need to shoot the IRX in the mouth while the red icon is indicated, then switch to a raptor and take a few shots at the lower region, and then you're gonna have to pounce his head once the icon indicates. So it's the old 1, 2, 3. Here we go. There's 1. Here comes 2, and we're getting ready to target 3, and blammo. So you got to repeat this process 3 times. Once you get that all the way done, it'll actually kick a little cinematic scene, which we've removed most of it, and it'll actually take us to the final battle. So pretty exciting, guys. So here's the 3rd pounce, and here we go to the next scene. She actually went and got T-Rex. So you can see T and I are both hanging out back there. I don't know if that's a reference to the rapper T.I., but anyhow, as soon as we start the new area, switch to a character with the repair ability and go to the front right side of your screen. You will find a concession stand, or a vending machine rather, that you can go ahead and repair and get the 9th mini kit. Now, right over in that back right corner, there's a dino dung pile. So we chose Owen, who is our favorite dino dung diver, and we hop in and we find a bunch of bricks that we can build up. And spoiler alert, it's the final mini kit. It's the final mini kit. It's kind of like my remix of the final Showdown. Remember I was doing that in the story? Anyhow, all right, well, ladies and gents, that's actually all of the collectibles that you can find in the story mode. The rest can be found in the free roam, and we are going to get to that series here real soon, but we had to finish up the old story and free roam, or sorry, free play, before we get to the free roam. Such a tongue twister. Anyhow, we're going to continue this. You guys are welcome to hit the old save and exit, and gets to your free roam adventures, but if you're going to hang out with us, we're going to switch to a raptor, follow a scent trail on the left-hand side, which gets us to some bricks that we can build up, and it actually builds a raptor pounce point. We go ahead and pounce that point, rip down the billboard, and we get some more bricks that we can build up into a really cool high-tech ladder, and it looks like a transformer ladder or something. We go ahead and use that to get up top. Now this gets a little suspect up here. Here's one more complaint about the AI being less I. And if you don't know what AI stands for, it's artificial intelligence. Now, before we can actually use the crank and use the old scissor lift, we had to get the actual handle to spin to win that. Now, here's where it gets suspect. I jump up there with my character and I'm pushing it up and she jumps off. I mean, I don't know if she was trying to get to that zip line or if she just jumped off. But then here we are. I had to pull some moves in order to make that happen. But luckily, I'm skilled with my thumbs, and I was able to make it look like I knew what I was doing. Once you do successfully get on that zip line and slide on over, hopefully you guys won't have any issues like I did, go ahead and use the Jurassic World panel there with Claire. This is going to actually kick out this little awning here, which has a handle on it, which gives our other character the ability to get up. Now, keep in mind, this is free play, so you can pretty much switch to whatever character you own. And in our case, we didn't need to have our character jump up. We actually just switched to Owen and climbed up that wall and got the choppy choppy. Oh, look at that. Choppy choppy on the choppy sticky. Hoo-hoo. A little bit of electrified shock there for our big IREX. It actually switches us to the T-Rex, and we're going to get the first of a couple little cinematic action scenes here where we are prompted to press buttons, or I don't know, sometimes I guess people call these QTEs, quick time events. And there's a quick time event. It actually kicks us back, and now we're in control of the raptors, not our humanoids. And at this point, I was confused. I was like, what do I do? But there's a handle on the right-hand side that you pull with one raptor, which then actually gives access to a pounce point that you can use with the other. Go ahead and hop on the dino icon and press the button indicated, and it'll take you into the final cutscene here. Psych, there's one more. Action scene, ha ha ha, you thought it was all over, but it's not. We got one more little QTE here. We're gonna go ahead and press the buttons indicated, spam them as fast as we can, and it'll actually take us into the final scene where I won't ruin it for you, but if you've already seen it, you know what happens. And oh to the yeah, a glorious moment that is, and a glorious moment this is. Main Street Showdown, free play complete, and we also got a couple of trophy achievements. One is actually for getting all of the some mini kits, and the other is for getting all of the amber bricks. So congratulations, pat yourselves on the back. We thank you guys so much for following along. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up as we always do and show you all the mini kits, get a stud count, you know, see how we're doing in that department. Oh, look at that. They're purples. A bunch of purples. Too bad I didn't have a bigger multiplier, because that could have added up a lot faster. But hey, we'll take almost 7 million. And look at that, we got the Mosasaurus. So that's pretty sweet. We can now do some swimming around in free roam. And we got rewarded 1 gold brick. If you did not get the true survivor in the end credits from the story version of this level, then you probably got an extra gold brick. But hey guys, I can't even begin to tell you how thankful I am, how grateful we are for you guys, and how awesome this series has been. This may be our favorite Lego game to date. If you guys have any questions, comments, maybe you want to say thanks, maybe you got a suggestion for a future series or a request for another game, head on over to our social pages, Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. We also have Instagram, G+, and Twitch. HappyThumbsGaming.com is home of our product and gaming reviews, as well as our trophy achievement guides. Again, thank you guys so much for following along. Look real soon for our free roam series. The video should start trickling out within 24 hours of this video, so hopefully they're already up and ready for you. And if you guys have any questions, check out our trophy achievement guide. Lots of answers to be found there. So as for me, that's gonna go ahead and do it for now. As always, until next time, no more free